But this is an Iron Man match, right? So listen, there's the one as this drops this weekend on Sunday night, we're going to see another Iron Man match. We don't see these very often. The AEW one with Bryan Danielson and MJF, 60 minutes. That's not 10, not 30. No, it's a long freaking time in the ring. A lot of going back and forth. It's cardio. Talk about going through and preparing and what it's like as you go through an Iron Man match. What makes it so different aside from the obvious, which is that 60-minute time frame?
Well, besides being 60 minutes, there are, it depends on how many finishes you have, and you have to remember every finish. We had 7 in this match, which was quite a bit of finishes. It wasn't as much as The Rock and Triple H a couple of years prior, but it was enough to make it interesting. And, you just have to pace yourself. If you exert yourself too much, you're going to get tired. Nobody can last 1 hour going full steam. You have to pace yourself. You have to, go in different sections, and
sure,
your intensity raises, then it lowers, and there are rest periods where you have to make sure you give your body rest. Like right now, we're not doing a lot. We're catching our breath. So that's really important in a match. And you also have to have an incredible memory because and you have to improvise. You can't remember every single spot in an Ironman match.
No
1
way.
hour, it's impossible. So you have to map out your finishes and put fillers in between. And that's a lot of improvisation.
And I've noticed too, you guys already through this match have done a nice job, either, outside the ring action, inside the ring action, kind of changing that up. Yeah. Well, listen, you guys obviously have a lot of history at this point. As earlier in the year, after you injured your neck, which you talked about at No Way Out, there was a question if you and Brock were even going to wrestle at WrestleMania. And there were backup plans, including you dropping the WWE title to Brock on SmackDown in your hometown of Pittsburgh. Did you ever have any doubts you wouldn't even be able to do that match?
Well, I told Vince I can't do it. Yeah. I told him like 2 weeks before. I said, Vince, my neck's broken. I can't go. I'm going to have surgery following week. So it was a week scheduled for. And I remember when I was at home and I was getting ready for the surgery, it was coming up that following week. And I went over to my neighbor's house, and there's this kid named Johnny. He has Down syndrome. He came to me with a magazine, like a cable magazine, and I was on the cover with Brock. He said, Kurt, I really wish you'd be able to wrestle at WrestleMania. And he had a tear in his eye, and I started crying. And you know what? I said, you know what? Why give a match a week before WrestleMania? Why drop it to Brock? Why not just drop it to him at WrestleMania? I mean, I'll just tough through the match, and I'll get through it. Because what Vince wanted to do is the SmackDown before WrestleMania, he wanted me to drop the title to Brock because I had to get rid of the title before I had my neck surgery. So I decided I was going to do it then. But when Johnny came to me and said that, I called Vince and I said, listen, I want to go at Mania. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. I'll protect my neck, but I'll get through the match. But I want to do it at WrestleMania. So I wasn't even supposed to drop the title at WrestleMania. I was supposed to win that match because my neck got broken. I had to drop it to Brock either before WrestleMania or at WrestleMania. So that kid, Johnny, inspired me to go at WrestleMania.